Hey guys, this is Vanya with RC Alley coming back to you with another video. This time around I'm covering tools. I'm going to cover some basic tools for beginners and some more advanced tools for down the line once you're pretty heavy into the hobby. Starting off with the very basics, we have a 2.5 millimeter hex driver, a 2 millimeter hex driver, and a 1.5 millimeter hex driver. So basically every car out there pretty much that's a 10 scale or 8 scale will use 2 out of 3 of those, if not all 3 of those. And a good quality hex driver goes a long way in this hobby. I would really recommend looking at maybe the Hoody tools. These are MIP or something of that caliber. These are very old now and the tips are still great on them. And the two nut drivers that are very important to have are a 7 millimeter and a 5 millimeter. I prefer this little 5 millimeter just because it's easier to stick it on the shock towers of 10 scale buggies with the body still on and just unscrew it. Some of the other very important tools that I use are shock shaft pliers, and these are from Techno. Let me see if I can focus in for you. And they do a whole lot of stuff. They do ball link out, ball link in, shock shafts 3 to 4 millimeters, and these are shock tools to tighten your shocks, 12 millimeter and 17 millimeter. Good Lexan scissors, body reamer is always important to have. A hobby knife, you never know what you need it for. And what do we got here? Some needle nose pliers. These are Klein needle nose pliers. They are a little bit pricey, but they're amazing. Some of the other tools that I keep with me are pliers, cutters, turnbuckle wrenches of all sizes, nice 17 millimeter wrench. We have backup hex drivers here, a little Phillips head and flathead screwdriver, chapstick. Chapstick comes in handy when you're building turnbuckles or camber links. Just apply a little chapstick on the threads of the turnbuckle, and the eyelet or the end goes on a lot easier and smoother. It's much easier on your fingers when you just apply a little chapstick on there. And then lighter, just for shrink wrap or for whatever reason, it's always good to have a lighter sitting around. And then pen and a couple markers. You never know when you're going to need to write something down. I don't carry this around with me at all times, but these Hoody Arm Reimers, this one is 4 millimeter, but they make different sizes too. They're very nice to have around when you're building new kits, just especially 8 scale. That's what this 4 millimeters for my Techno A-arms. Just in case if they don't fit very nicely, just ream the hole with this a little bit, and it smoothens it right out on the hinge pin. Alright, I'm trying to keep this video short, so the last thing I'm going to show you is my DeWalt cordless screwdriver. This thing is amazing. I got the MIP speed tips for it in 1.5, 2, and 2.5 millimeter that's on here. And I mean, this thing will just save your wrist, especially if you're building an 8 scale kit. Although I gotta say I use it for 10 scale too quite a bit. You just gotta be a little careful not to strip anything, and you're really good to go. I highly recommend getting something like this if you are pretty hardcore into the hobby and you don't have it yet. This DeVault one is pretty pricey, but I gotta tell you, it was worth every penny. I've seen a lot of those Ryobi or whatever they're called, $20–$30 screw guns go out, and batteries go out and whatnot. So definitely recommend a cordless screwdriver if you are pretty heavy into the hobby. And I do recommend this DeVault one. It's been serving me great for years now. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you've learned a little bit about some RC tools. If you've liked the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to stay up to date with all the content that we're making here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.